Good evening. We present the news summary. President Wibal Ramkalawan has announced a first round of reforms concerning mainly boards, chief executive officers and agencies. President Ramkalawan said that following the reforms, the government will make a saving of around 12.2 million rupees from the 36.2 million being spent on board fees. Around 13 boards will be phased out, and the president has announced new appointments for around 8 boards, and public employees sitting on the budget-dependent boards and committees will not be paid, and the post of special advisors will be abolished. Those with expertise will be given new positions. Cindy Weeds is the new Deputy CEO of SBC. Ms. Weeds first joined SBC in 1995 as a journalist and presenter, where she worked with both TV and radio news. After 12 years, she proceeded to work for the Mauritius Commercial Bank, and upon her return to SBC, she occupied the position of Sales and Marketing Manager, then Head of Marketing and Corporate Affairs. Her appointment takes effect today, the 1st of February 2021. The newly elected leader of the United Seychelles, Dr. Patrick Emini, says that the party remains progressive and democratic and will contest the next presidential election, which should be held in 2025. Dr. Emini was speaking at a press conference this afternoon. He said United Seychelles was of the opinion that gains, such as those in the field of education, health and social protection, are threatened by the ruling party, l'Union démocratique Seychelloise. Dr. Emini said United Seychelles would like to reassure its supporters that they are more determined than ever to work towards those goals. It is to be noted that the new Executive Committee of United Seychelles was announced over the weekend. And the press conference of the United Seychelles, the Party of United Seychelles, is being rebroadcast on SBC3. The Transport Minister has indicated that the survival of Air Seychelles rests solely on its commercial viability. Anthony Dejac comments follow a private 3-hour meeting over the weekend between the airline and MNAs. The struggling flag carrier's fate will be debated in the National Assembly this week.
Air Seychelles, source of national pride, provider of jobs, but its future will rest on its balance sheet and debt position. That from the minister overseeing the airline's survival.
The decision of the Ministry of Transport, which it will take to Cabinet for a final decision, will not be based purely on emotion, but will be based on commercial viability. And Air Seychelles has to show the people of Seychelles that from here, probably until December, that it can operate and help sustain the budget by bringing in tourists, not for only this year, but provide the basis for next year's budget.
Anthony Dejac was speaking following a private 3-hour meeting over the weekend between Air Seychelles executives and MNAs. They'll debate the loss-making carrier's predicament this week, but Mr. Dejac is upbeat about its potential viability as a regional operator when the COVID crisis eases.
We can have quite a number of tourists coming in, especially countries are being vaccinated. That is why I said that we should not be too hasty in making a decision about Air Seychelles, and Air Seychelles has a role in 2021 to fulfill.
The airline's been offered a 79% so-called haircut or debt reduction deal by former part owner Etihad, but talks between Air Seychelles and its other creditors or bondholders on closing a debt deal reduction are still far apart.
Meanwhile, a delegation from the United Arab Emirates has flown in to advise on the airport's planned new international terminal. The team from Abu Dhabi have been working with the government on developing the master plan laid out in 2019. They also reviewed past projects where they've provided support. Officials from the Seychelles Civil Aviation Authority joined the Transport Minister for today's meeting.
As a new government, we've gone over the past projects, and we've also asked for some help and advice from third parties who have come and have attended the meeting. The financial backing should come from Seychelles from banks and from partners. We haven't put together the financial package, but we are looking towards doing that.
The latest poverty and inequality report from the National Statistics Bureau and the World Bank show a reduction in the number of people living below the poverty line in the country. For 2018, 25.3% of the population was found living below the poverty line of 4,376 rupees per adult per month, compared to 38.4% in 2013. Between 2013 and 2018, the poverty gap also reduced from 5.3% to 3.8%. The report attributes this reduction in poverty to various policies put in place between 2013 and 2018 to support the most vulnerable in society. This was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.